What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What is the word? Without even saying too much for real, bro. If you ain't caught up with chapter 1141 of One Piece, my nigga, keep it pushing, my boy. We got spoilers in here. Now let's get right into it. Starting this chapter with Nami, Rodo, and a few of Elbaf's other guards. Assuming these were the same boys that were knocked out in the castle, let's say we're gonna take them back home to the Holy Land. Now, I'm not talking about Mary Jo. There's only one problem with this thing, though, man. Nami did not get her treasure. No gold, no diamonds, no giant pieces of jewelry. So she about ready to snatch. Which I understand, man. Nami's always been about her coin. She always been a back chaser. I respect it. We then fast forward to our treasure tree tour group, Frankie, Ripley, and them. Ripley's giving a basic rundown of how the land of Elbaf works to Frankie, and basically just explains to him that all the homes and villages in Elbaf are all connected to one tree, the World Tree, Yggdrasil, with each and every branch of the World Tree having its own signature event. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes Elbaf, Elbaf. And before y'all get started, I know it says Adam Tree, but for the sake of the lore, we gonna call it Yggdrasil. Let's keep it moving. Now, I do find it kind of crazy, just a little bit surprising, how one of the strongest materials in the One Piece world can be handled with just a few of the elements, you know what I'm saying? Now, according to Sister Ripley, this missing tree branch was a place formerly known as Haugen Village. This part of Yggdrasil/Adam Tree was struck one day, it got set on fire, and the only solution was to cut off that branch to prevent it from getting spread to the rest of Elbaf. Also revealing that fire and lightning is one of Elbaf's biggest weaknesses. Lightning striking the World Tree and Goblin cutting down mountains. I'd say it's pretty much easier to destroy Elbaf than you may think. That's just a personal perception. That's just me though, you dig? Where are we at now? Oh man, we having a feast at the Western Village. Our boy Usopp is having a good time. He don't care about nothing that's going on. Usopp off that sister roop. Usopp introduces Nami to Yaro, then asking her if he's her type. Yaro replies saying he's into older women. Mind y'all, this is the oldest man in the world. But the man's game needs to be studied. He just like me for real. Game recognizes game, real recognizes real. I'm sure Usopp was probably playing, but he smacks the sword on his head. Y'all think this is a gimmick, but that sword is really in there. It's not a game. it's not a party hat. It's really a sword in his head. Now, I've been planning for this to be Usopp's arc for a long time. He needs to be getting this slingshot upgraded and doing some hockey training. But for the sake of it being his dream, we gonna let him slide. And Brook is on the same type of timing, but he just chilling in the corner playing his guitar, man. Even Nami and Jinbei like, man, that boy crazy, but at least he having fun, man. If you want to be technical, Usopp is one of the first Straw Hat members to technically, you know what I'm saying, achieve that dream. Sanji's searching for Gerd, but Gerd is searching for the truth. Rodo was doing everything he can to take himself out of the situation, but it's just not gonna happen. If Rodo doesn't have the answers, then she's gonna go ask the guards. If she can't go to the guards, she's gonna go to Elder Yaro. But in Rodo's mind, he's just like, hey, if this Loki stuff gets out, man, they gonna blame me, make me the bad guy. Again, Rodo's doing everything he can, but it's just not going well for the man. Told y'all, when it comes to the case of Rodo, he's finished. GG. Now let's get to the real. Before we do that, though, I know it's looking a little small, a little bit far back. I got you. We go to the realm of the dead. Zoro and Luffy find a beat-up Loki. Zoro looks at this whole situation and he's like, nah, something ain't right here. We understand Luffy's, you know what I'm saying, Luffy's rush to free Loki. But Zoro is just like, nah, fam, I don't think this is it. And they just get to arguing back and forth, debating whether or not they should let this man loose. Luffy says he's about to die, we gotta help him. Zoro says, I don't care about none of that. I don't know this guy. That's Nito, just like Nito. He has a horrible reputation and he's around the same height as Oars. But this is what we need, man. Zoro's guidance in a situation like this is perfect, beautiful, man. Because Luffy would have just let him out, God knows what would happen. Zoro then kicks one of Loki's wounds just to see how he's doing, just to see if he's faking it or not. It doesn't seem fake. That shit was heard through the whole realm. Shortly after that, Loki just puts his head down. It looks like he's dead. Zoro's like, hey, it is what it is, man. That's just how it's got to be. Another recommendation of Zoro's that he keep one sea stone chain around his leg just in case he gets a little crazy. For a guy that had chains on his body, arms, legs, pretty much everywhere, like keeping one on his ankle, is that really gonna make a difference like that? Like, that's a lot of sea stone chains, man. Like, look at Luffy, bro. Every time we've seen Luffy in some, like, sea stone cuffs, he immediately gets, I'm tired, I can't do this shit. I'm tired as hell, weak as hell. He ain't got it no more. The Loki chilling. they might be cooked, man. It might be GG for them, man. I'm not gonna lie. The more and more we get to freeing Loki, the more nervous I get. Like, well, not nervous, but like anxious, man. I want to see what he's gonna do. Still deciding to free Loki, risking the chance of being banished from the land of Elbaf. They do it anyway. Everything seems normal, but it seems like there's something falling from the sky. Shout out to Marineford. It's the Giant Crew and Sanji. I guess Gur got the truth out of Roto, and they wasted no time. They got weapons in the hand. They are not trying to talk to Luffy about what's going on. But first, they gotta worry about surviving this fall. My boy Luffy got stronger for real. He done put a switch on the Gum Gum Balloon. Gum Gum Balloon about the size of an Elbaf boat? Come on, my nigga. This ain't even a regular ship. This is a Elbaf ship. My boy Dory was the first one to say, please, Luffy, you cannot do this. Please. But by the time they try to convince Luffy about what's going on, man, about what kind of man Loki is, it's too late. He picks up what they call Ragnir. I want to say it's a sword, but Loki's free, y'all. It's time. I want to see what the action's about. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I'll see y'all next week. Oh, no break in the week? Oh, we got One Piece after One Piece after One Piece. Hey, man, I'll see y'all next week, bro. Thank y'all for rocking with me.